There are a lot of shows on Disney Plus, and I thought I would give them a review. I'm John Barry, and the show that we're going to be discussing today is Wizards of Waverly Place. Now, this is a Disney Channel show that once Disney Plus came out was put up on Disney Plus. So I thought I would just give it a watch and tell you guys my thoughts on it. I'm going to do this with a lot of other Disney shows. Some of them, like, why would I even watch them to begin with? This one does have a little thing like, yeah, I'm going to give it a shot because Wizards of Waverly Place. Wizards. I like Harry Potter. Harry Potter is a wizard. You know, you're a wizard, Harry. That's my best Hagrid as of this moment. So that's why I decided to start with this show, because wizards. But anyhow, first of all, this show does kind of do some making fun of and all that and parody Harry Potter. You know, you have a boarding wizarding school, and you have a wise ancient old headmaster with a long white beard. Because they do some fun at that too, with it being detachable, which is kind of funny. And there's some good funny stuff going on in Wizards of Waverly Place, but it's not the same as Harry Potter. The only thing I think it does better than Harry Potter is one thing: dealing with non-wizards finding out about wizards. They have an entire episode actually dedicated to that concept as a whole. I'm only going to talk about it because it's pretty important to the overarching story of the show. But there are two episodes in particular, an earlier one and a later one in the last season. So the earlier one is when the main character, Alex Russo, tells her best friend, Harper, that she is a wizard, and Harper's reaction. And it's kind of like, she accepts it, she does like, huh? What, are you pulling my leg? But once she knows it's real, she's like, that explains a lot. Referring to some of the weird stuff that's gone on in her life being best friends with a wizard. And then in the later season you have Alex's brother Justin, who sorry, I lost my train of thought, who tells his best friend Zeke that he is a wizard, and Zeke has a very different action to that. He freaks out. Granted, it is kind of in Zeke's character to freak out at nearly everything. He's apparently hydrophobic. He has hydrophobia. He's not hydrophobic. That's a chemistry term. But, like, yeah, somebody can be scared of water. Finding out his best friend's a wizard probably would freak him out as well, and he needs to be calmed down. But what I really like about these two things is that we are shown how two characters react to discovering somebody is a wizard. Because in Harry Potter, I can only think of one character that discovered that another character was a wizard, and that is in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them with Jacob, finding out that Newt is a wizard and the wizarding world exists and all that, which is like the only instance, and I kind of like, he's like, what is going on, kind of like, and the story like becomes like, kind of like the world of the magical world and all that. So that's how the one example of it in the Harry Potter universe. The only other thing is we get a one-off line from the character Seamus. Not Seamus Gorman, but hashtag Seamus for young Tom Riddle / Voldemort. Anyhow, but the character Seamus basically is telling somebody that when his dad found out his mom was a wizard, that he kind of like, it was a shock for him. That's like it we got in the books alone, and I think also film. Not sure if that scene's in the films. But, so, that's the one thing that I kind of wish they had done more of in Harry Potter. More examples of wizards, non-wizards, muggles, no magics, finding out about wizards and the existence of magic and all that. We really don't get that in Harry Potter, but Wizards of Waverly Place does give us some of that. And that's actually what I appreciate about the show, that we do get that. And then just has some fun, enjoyable stuff. Now, I do want to talk another thing about in Wizards of Waverly Place is the three main characters. We have Alec, Justin, and Max, all brothers, competing to become their family's wizard, because there can only be one with wizard power. And those are three characters. Now, I do want to say, I still think Alec Russo, she's the main character, because she goes through the most character development. Not only does she learn to become basically a better sister to her brothers, but also just to become a better person in the course of the show. With Justin, he's already introduced as maybe more mature, and his main character arc is learning to become a better brother to his sister. And a few other things too in that regards, growing up a little bit, but he's presented as a more mature one. And then the third one, Max, and he's not really given that much character development as a character. There was a little bit in the later seasons where I think they realized, no, we gotta get him some more development. But he's pretty much always written as the absent-minded character who really doesn't know what's going on. Though we do get some hints that he actually knows what's going on and only acts dumb. It's hard to say, but he's an interesting character that might merit his own look, because he's a weird character in some regards. How he's, like, he can be so smart at sometimes and very observant, but other times it's like, what the... Like, he's an interesting character. And there's other things going on in the show, but I do appreciate how we actually did get some character development. Now, I do want to say that there is one problem, is that oftentimes, especially in the first 3 seasons, character development gets repeated over and over again, like it has to be hammered in. So I do kind of like how, at least for Alex, they write it that she's stubborn, she doesn't really always take to character learning lessons. So I do kind of like that they did so in an explanation there, but again, the fact that the same old character development has to be kind of reinforced over and over again, I think is a factor that hurts the show. Now, do you want to watch the show? Well, that's up to you. But for me, I would say, you know, if you've liked Harry Potter or other wizard magic-based stories, give it a try. I did find it enjoyable, fun. It's not my favorite. You know, it's not top-tier quality, but it's just good, fun, and enjoyable. And that's probably the best way I would have. There's some awkward episodes, but if there's not one awkward episode in the show, I'm like, what's wrong with the show? I want at least one awkward episode or moment in a show, even if it's across the whole series, because I think that makes it more real, because there's always going to be awkward moments in real life. But those are my thoughts / review of Wizards of Waverly Place. But if you've watched the show, what are your thoughts? And do you think you want, and if you haven't watched it, do you think you want to give it a try to see if there's anything interesting about it? I would love to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comment section down below. So thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like the video, and consider checking me out on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description, as are the links from my Discord server if you'd like to join in because it's a great place to chat, or my Patreon page if you'd like to support my channel. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so, and consider checking out the video or the playlist on screen now. And as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Have a good one. Bye!